This is Tim Bryce with my column titled, What It Means to Vote for Joe Biden. I'm trying to figure out why people will vote for former Vice President Joe Biden in the November presidential election. Certainly many will vote due to their loyalty to the Democrat Party, or perhaps they believe the spin of the mainstream media. Some will vote for Mr. Biden simply because they despise Donald Trump. Am I getting warm? First and foremost, by voting for Joe Biden, you believe he is mentally and physically fit to lead the nation. Let us not forget, in 1988, Mr. Biden suffered 2 brain aneurysms. Today, his mental acuity is in question. If elected, he will be the oldest president to serve office. Let us also not forget the long list of his verbal gaffes, which have become legendary. Nonetheless, you do not see a problem. Beyond this, what else does it represent? It means you are willing to overlook the indiscretions of the Biden family and either deem them frivolous or blame the Republicans for the accusations, such as Benghazi, the Russia hoax, son Hunter's business dealings in the Ukraine and China, Mr. Biden's knack for plagiarism and exaggeration, and his touchy-feely approach to women. Mr. Biden has served a long time in government, 47 years as senator from Delaware and 8 years as vice president. His accomplishments during this time is less than stellar. Perhaps his crowning achievement as a senator was helping to pass the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act in 1994, which is unpopular with blacks today, and the Violence Against Women Act, also in 1994. As head of the Senate's Judiciary Committee, he oversaw 6 Supreme Court confirmation hearings, most notably Robert Bork, who was defeated, and Clarence Thomas, which became a 3-ring circus, the first of many by the Democrats. As vice president, we would be remiss if we didn't mention the Benghazi tragedy. Nonetheless, voting for Mr. Biden means you were satisfied with the policies of the Obama administration, as Mr. Biden will likely perpetuate this agenda. It also means you believe the economy is in shambles and unemployment is sky high, even though it is currently at 7.9%. You believe charter schools are bad for children. Public schools are better. You believe murderers and violent offenders should have the right to vote, as well as illegal immigrants. You believe there should be higher taxes, particularly for the 1%. This means you believe in a redistribution of the wealth in this country, and by doing so, you believe socialism should supersede capitalism. You believe government should become more invasive in controlling the lives of the people. After all, they are not smart enough to know what is best. You believe there should be more entitlements, such as free college, free housing, free everything. This includes illegal immigrants. You believe the new Green Deal is a great idea and should be implemented as soon as possible. You believe the Second Amendment should be repealed regarding the right to bear arms. You believe there is no problem with open borders and construction of the southern wall should cease immediately. You believe in diverting financial resources away from the military and space exploration and transferring it to other priorities. You believe expanding and packing the Supreme Court with liberal justices is a reasonable way to promote the Democrat agenda. You believe the Electoral College should be abolished and the popular vote should be the sole method for electing the president. By doing so, you believe urban America should have a greater voice in elections than rural America. You believe racism is rampant in this country. You believe there is little crime in Democrat-controlled urban areas. You believe the country should bail out faltering economies in Democrat-controlled states such as California, New York, Massachusetts, and Illinois. You believe law enforcement is inherently evil and should be reduced. You believe fracking and cultivating fossil fuels should be curbed immediately. Obviously, this list could be much longer, but such a set of beliefs speaks volumes about your moral values and interpretation of what America means. In all likelihood, you believe the mainstream media is unbiased, fair, and accurate in their reporting, as are polls and fact-checkers. Further, you consider the social mores of today antiquated and in need of change. It is also likely you believe the political system is not rigged, particularly the Democrat Party. If I were to bet, you also probably have a weak sense of American history and are inclined to see historical monuments defaced or destroyed. However, If you happen to vote for Donald Trump, you are refuting these beliefs. You also believe that politicians, lobbyists, and journalists are corrupt and are more concerned with lining their pockets with money as opposed to serving the public. So our choice is simple. We either perpetuate the Obama legacy or vote to dismember the Washington swamp. It's not a matter of a particular person. It's a matter of our perspective on government. Friends, keep the faith. This is Tim Bryce in Palm Harbor, Florida. Follow me on the internet at timbryce.com.